so much for joining me today. I'm Sarah Janes from soapschool.com and we help aspiring entrepreneurs to start their own soap and cosmetics company. If you want to learn more about that, you can click on the link down in the description below. But today I thought we'd have a look at one of the many CP soap swirling techniques. There are lots of them out there, and I wouldn't say that any one is better than another, but this is a lovely simple one, not difficult to do at all, and it's something that I just needed to make. I really felt that I needed to make this soap today, and so today we're going to be making lemon soap swirl, and I really hope that you enjoy this one. So I already have my oils in my pan. I've melted my oils down and I've got my lye solution ready too. And today what I wanted to do was, I just had a hankering after some lemon soap. I've got no lemon and black pepper soap left, but I wanted to do a little bit of a fancy swirl. So I've decided to play around with a couple of yellow micas because yellow is just on my mind today. I don't know why. But I want to pair it with just a tiny bit of black, just a teeny tiny bit in a swirl, and let's see how that comes out. So I have got a couple of different mica colours which I need to prepare first. I'm going to use this first one, which is called Buttercup, and it's like a lovely pale kind of creamy colour. And then I want to use this really bright vibrant one called Lemon Drop, and I'm just going to use a scoop of that too. And I think I'm going to mix just half a scoop of that with a tiny bit of a more neon yellow. So all I need to do now is to add a little bit of oil into these and get them mixed up a little bit. And the trick is to hopefully not have the black and the yellow mixed too much, because there's always that balance when you're using black that it can overpower or mix too much, and I don't want the black and the yellow mixing. I really want to have them side by side but not overpowering each other. We'll see how it comes out. There, we've popped some lights on for you so you can hopefully see a bit better now. So those are my three colours already mixed, and let's just check the temperature of my oils, because I was a little bit hot actually on the oils, but that's down nicely now, and I'm going to add in my lye solution. So whilst we've had some really bad storms here, we've been very lucky, and where we live it doesn't seem to flood at all. I've lived here for a very long time now and we've never had any floods, touch wood, but I really feel for all of the poor souls who are just devastated by floods across the whole country. My heart really does go out to them. It's just one of those things, sadly, that seems to be happening more and more. And let's hope that we can not have too many more this year. All right, let's take this just to a light trace. I don't want this to be too heavy. And then we're going to split it off. Now I am going to be using an essential oil blend. You can obviously use no fragrance at all, or you can decide that you can use your own preference. So you could choose your own essential oil blend or a cosmetic fragrance that you prefer. There's no right or wrong with this. It's always down to your own personal taste. Isn't that why we make soap? So today was a bit of a weird day, and I thought I'd share it with you. So today I'm going to talk to you about boobs. And today was my boob scan, and it's actually my second boob scan that I've had. And I just wanted to share a little bit about it because I think it's something that's really important for all women to go and make sure that they do get checked and that they're safe. And I think that people sometimes get scared by all of the things that you hear and read. And people seem to think that it's really scary or it's really painful to go and have your mammogram. And I really wanted to just share my experience with you, because I remember when I went the first time for mine was, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. And I got the letter through the post and it said, you know, I was at the age now where I needed to start going for my scans. And I'd be honest with you, I was absolutely terrified. I'd heard all of these things and I think it's always that fear of the unknown, isn't it? And for me, I was like, oh my gosh, I really didn't want all of the kerfuffle, but I realised how important it was. And I went not today, but I went last time. And it was over in a couple of minutes. It was the most simple thing to have done. It literally took no more than 5 minutes from start to finish, and it wasn't painful at all. And yet I had literally got myself into such a state I hadn't even slept the night before. And I don't normally get bothered by things at all, but it really had bothered me. So I honestly want to let you know, there is nothing to worry about at all. It doesn't hurt. It's very quick. It's very private and inobtrusive. And it's going to give you peace of mind in your life. All of the time I hear of the most amazing and beautiful people who are being affected by breast cancer. And it's heart-wrenching to see them and their families going through that. And I think anybody who can have a scan done and detect things early and try and prevent this is a huge bonus for all of us. So today I went for my second boob scan. I got another letter through because it's been a little while now since the last one, and I wasn't worried at all. And literally, again, it wasn't even 5 minutes. I was in and out and the whole thing was done, and I'll find out in the next 2 weeks, and God willing, everything will be absolutely fine. So if you haven't been for a mammogram, if you have any concerns or worries, or you've been getting the letters and you're just a little bit nervous about going, just go and do it. Seriously, there is nothing more worrying than not going and all of those doubts that end up in your mind. So I've just added some charcoal to this one just to make it a little bit darker. I want just a touch of black, not very much at all. And now I'm just going to start pouring these colours in. And I'm not going to do any kind of fancy design. I'm literally just pouring these. And I want just a little bit of black, just a tiny bit. Black is going to be the smallest element of this whole thing because it's such a powerful and intense colour. And there's always that danger when you use black that it overpowers everything. And I want it there as a hint of colour, but not as something that dominates. I want it more as an accent. Tiny little bit more. And you can see I'm not being precious about this at all. It's literally about just putting it all in there. So let's scrape all of that. Oh, this smells absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to use this. Now, before I add too much more, I want to do a little bit of a swirl design, and then I'll finish the top off a little bit because otherwise it's going to be too full for me to do anything with it. So I'm just going to use a chopstick and I'm just going to go through this soap and just create some loops just to mix up that patterning a little bit, not too much. And then I'm going to finish off just with the bits and pieces that we've got left, and just put some really irregular dollops on the top. There's nothing complicated about this one. My brain is saying that I need yellow in my life right now. Now, I know nothing at all about colour therapy. Maybe you do. So if you know what yellow means in colour therapy, I'd love to know. Because I found that when I got really sick, I was always wearing red. Everything was red. And then as I started getting better, everything went to greens. And now all of a sudden I'm into yellow. So if you know what yellow means, I would love to know. Let me know in the comments. All right, I just want a tiny bit of black. And I really don't want very much at all. And then I'm just going to do a really super simple swirl on the top, just to finish it off. Just a more random swirl. And drag that colour where it needs to be, just to give it a little bit of a finish. And I think we are done What do you think? Just going to level that off a little bit. And I think that is exactly what it needs to be. Let me get a close up and show you how beautiful the top of this soap is. Now here is our beautiful soap, all finished, and all we need to do now is a little bit of finishing off. So the first thing I'm going to do is just use a potato peeler, just get rid of some of the uneven edges around the side, because it's much easier to do it now than after we've made the slices. It just gets rid of those uneven little bits that have been sticking up in the mould. It just makes it a lot smoother when we come to actually cut it. I have no idea what this is going to look like inside because my soap batter was thickening up a little bit more than I wanted it to. Oh, very nice. Love the colours. They're great together. We've got the 3 different colours of the yellow and then the black. And if you remember, we just used the chopstick going through this one to create that inner swirl. Let's see what it progresses like as we go through the bar. It normally changes as we actually go further into the bar itself. Oh, there we go. That's far more defined now. Isn't that lovely? Really great patterning on that. Just tidy up the edges as you go. It makes it so much nicer just to finish it off. Woo, look at them. All right, let's see what the next one's like. The smell is absolutely beautiful. I do love lemon. In fact, I love all types of lemon, to be perfectly honest. Over the years, I've used lemon, I've used lemongrass, I've used Mei Chang or Litsea cubiba. And then I've also used things like the lemon eucalyptus and even lemon tea tree. So there's lots of different options out there. These swirls are absolutely gorgeous. Really loving these. It's actually better than I thought it was going to be. This is a very simple soap swirl design, but I think the patterning is just lovely. And we've got one more left, which means there's a little piece for the bathroom, which will be perfect. And there we have all of our beautiful soaps. I think they're really, really lovely. I'm very, very happy with them. And each of the tops has got that gorgeous patterning on from the second swirl design that we did on the top, just the loose circling swirl. So here are those beautiful finished soaps. Now I'm really, really happy because if you remember, one of the things that I wanted to do was to not overpower the yellow with the black. It's just such a powerful colour. And I think that that's a really, really nice balance. I'm very happy with that. What do you think? It's a little bit different to the black pepper and lemon soap that I normally make. I think this is just going to make a really lovely addition. Now, if you haven't checked out the lemon and black pepper soap, I'll pop it into the end cards for you so that you can check that out as well. It's a gorgeous recipe and it's one that I hope that you enjoy. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It's been fantastic sharing some time with you. If you have enjoyed today's video, why not give it a thumbs up? And if you haven't already subscribed, click the subscribe button. And if you just ding that bell, you'll get a notification when we add a new video. And I'd love to see you with us really, really soon. If you want to learn more about us, you can check out our website at soapschool.com. Thanks so much again, and I can't wait to see you really soon. Bye-bye for now.